I get to introduce one of our co-hosts for today, Mr. Jordan Malul. Jordan is the VP of Operations at Quick. Quick provides businesses and experienced food and beverage, provides businesses with experienced food and beverage professionals like dishwashers, servers, bartenders, line cooks, and more last-minute or dynamic planning needs to support all their needs. All Quick staff are subject to in-person vetting and testing, as well as ongoing quality ratings to provide the most reliable shift matches. The unique combination of business relationships and technical efficiencies sets Quick apart from the others when it comes to taking the stress off your plate. He's part of the event committee that makes events like this come to life for MPI San Diego, and he's today's co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Malul.
Thank you so much, Spencer. I will be introducing our first act, Kevin Viner. He is a world-renowned mentalist who has appeared around the world for top corporate meetings and celebrity events. He was the featured entertainment for Howard Schultz's retirement party from Starbucks and has entertained superstars including Katy Perry, Alicia Keys, and Magic Johnson. He's been a featured guest on the Penn & Teller show Fool Us, has appeared on PBS, AMC, and the CW, and is the go-to consultant for America's Got Talent finalists, which is very cool. If you would like to participate in the show, make sure that you have a marker and a notepad or some paper available. Please welcome Kevin Viner.
World-renowned mentalist, Kevin Viner.
I asked mentalist Kevin Viner.
The great guy, Kevin Viner.
Busy, right pocket.
This fucker?
Yeah, check it out.
No. What happened? No. No.
For it.
No. No. It's so
There we go. Perfect.
like it.
In your hand, I want you to just stare at it and focus on that person's initials. Think about it, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Viner.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. Thumbs up if you can see me. Thumbs up if you can see me, if you can hear me, all that good stuff. This is awesome seeing all of you. I feel like this is like a friends and family show. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of people I know well. So my name is Kevin Viner. For those of you who don't know me, I am a mentalist. That means it is my job to get inside of your heads. So if you have any thoughts that you'd prefer to keep private, now's a great time to stop thinking them. So the way this show works, I'm able to see all of you right now. Some of you might even find yourselves participating in the show. So for instance, let's bring Ben Broyles up. So if we could please get Ben, I'm gonna unmute you. Ben, how are you, my friend? Doing well? Awesome, Ben, we cannot hear you. Can you, yeah, let's see if maybe you've got a headset.
There we go.
Like that.
Okay.
There we go. We got you now. Can you all hear Ben okay? Perfect. It's always scary. You never know if it's on your end or going out to everybody. So Ben, we're going to try something. I want you to imagine right now, I'm going to kind of take you back in time, okay? We're going to put you back in like the 90s, and we're going to imagine that you go in right now. Now, Peggy, I just see that you said that you can't hear me in the chat. Can you hear me now? Are you good? Can everybody else hear me just fine? Okay, Peggy's reconnecting to audio. Sorry, Peggy. If somebody could please chat Peggy real quick and let her know that you can hear me, that would be great. So we're going to send Ben back in time. We're going to pretend like it's the early 90s. Ben, you walk right now into a Las Vegas casino, and you walk into a cigar shop, okay? I want you to imagine you go, do you have your wallet on you by chance?
No. Yes,
no,
it's
then
over
we'll
there.
do this all in your mind. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. You walk into a cigar shop, you go to buy a cigar for a friend of yours. You buy a cigar for a friend, you take out all the money in your wallet. I want you to imagine that this cigar costs to the dollar the exact amount of money in this wallet in your mind, okay? So Ben, I'm jotting this down. I'm committing right now. This is what I think the cigar costs. So you open your wallet in your mind, you pull out a sum of money. We'll say it's under $100. How much money, Ben, did you pull out so we can all hear you?
I don't know how much cigars cost, so I guess $13.65.
You want to round up to 14? We'll do an exact number. You want to do 13
Sure.
or 14?
14.
$14. So look, I wasn't exact. I got pretty close. The cigar actually cost $16, Ben. That's what I was thinking. The cigar cost $16. Now, here's the thing, Ben. If you went into a cigar shop to purchase something and you only had $14 on you, but the cigar was $16, you know what they call that? They call that close, but no cigar. I committed to something before the show. I wrote down a message in here that I thought might apply to you. The person buying the cigar will be short exactly $2. Give Ben a big round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much. You can see each other. Now, I should add, if you're in a place right now where you have quiet audio, feel free to unmute yourself if it's not going to cause crazy feedback. That way it feels more like a live show to me. I'm able to hear you. I'm able to see you. Let's pick somebody else. I want to try another kind of group experiment. And I apologize, I'm moving really quickly. My normal show is close to an hour, so I'm doing about 20 minutes for you right now. Let's grab somebody. Let's get Cheryl in here. Cheryl looks like she will be perfect for this. Cheryl, how are you? Oh, nice. She's got her wallet. So Cheryl, it says that you're not muted, but we can't hear you here. Do you have a microphone? Are you connected to audio? There we go. We got you now. That's perfect.
Okay.
So Cheryl, can you see these cards that are right here? Can you see all these symbols down on this pad?
Yes.
So this is going to be about you making a few choices. And these are
Okay.
ESP symbols. They used to be used to test people to see if they had psychic powers. And what would happen is you could think of it like a proctor for an exam, right? They would mix these cards up and you'd have to guess which one goes where. And if you were able to get it right more than 20% of the time, they'd say that maybe you were psychic, right? And they'd take you in for further testing. So obviously, it's easy right now. You know where they go because they coincide with the shapes right above them. But our brains are interesting. It doesn't take that much, especially if I'm talking to you, even if I just mix them up a little bit. At this point, you wouldn't say with 100% accuracy that you know where any of these really belong. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And look, if I mix them up more, and you had to solve this right now, I mean, it would almost be impossible, right? I mean, I think mathematically there's 120 different combinations that you could have with 5 different objects. So just take a guess. Where do you think this one should go?
Under the squigglies.
Under the squigglies, right there, kind of under that ocean looking thing. What about this one? Where do you want that?
Have it under the star.
Under the star. Let's do it right there under the star. There's 3 left, top, middle, bottom. It's your call. Where would you like the middle one, let's say, or the top? It's up to you.
The middle one.
Middle one, where do you want it?
Under the plus.
Under the plus sign. Okay, there's 2 left. Where's this one go?
Under the circle.
Under the circle. Now, here's the thing, Cheryl. People always ask me at the end of this, they go like, what about the last one though, right? Because that's not really a choice. You know it's got to go right there. Do you want me to switch this with any of your other options?
Yeah, switch it with the waves.
I was really hoping you would say that because this one is actually the waves, right? And so you had to do that to get that right. Otherwise, we kick you out of the meeting and we don't let you back in. So it's a good thing that you got this right. Those are the waves. That's the square. That's the plus sign. That's the star. That's the circle. Give Cheryl a huge round of applause. Cheryl, you rocked it. Thank you so much.
Smart.
And you're brilliant. Smart doesn't even cut it. So I have all of these different things. This is an actual physical set that I built. This isn't a green screen. Typically, I involve a lot of these different props during the show. I'm only going to get through a few of them. But I want to jump around and have a few people make choices. I have so many friends here. Let's get Eileen up here. Let's bring Eileen. Eileen, how are you?
I'm good, Kevin. How are you?
Awesome. It's so good to see you.
Good to
We're
see
gonna
you.
we're gonna do something. This is about you getting creative right now. Okay.
Okay.
So, like the hardest thing as a mind reader is, when I'm not using my own props, things like that, to be able to guess what people are just thinking about. So, this is about guessing an image, and what I want you to do is imagine like a fictitious song title, like a title for a song that doesn't currently exist, that you'd be able to imagine like what the image would look like for like the cover art for it. So you have that song title in your mind, right? You know what that would be?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And you know what that image would be
Yes.
that you kind of have pictured. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give this a shot. I'm not sure how close I'm thinking about something tall. Does that have any meaning possibly?
It does.
It does. Okay. I'm going for this. We gotta be very careful how I draw this because I'm a terrible, terrible artist. It's I'm just getting an image like this. What's the song title that you had imagined in your mind?
Get off your pedestal.
Get off your pedestal. Okay, that's supposed to be a pedestal. That's what I was going for. It's supposed to be like a pedestal, but that's okay. I'm a horrible artist. We'll come back to this again for Get Off Your Pedestal. I'm going to send you away for just a second. I'm going to try something. Let's bring Susan up here. Susan Lawrence, how are you, Susan?
Nice to see you, Kevin.
It is nice to see you too. I love it. Look at that view from your home. A beautiful lake behind you and greenery and mountains. It's incredible. So we're going to do this. Imagine a song. Like think about if you're looking through like a list of songs, you could have a song in your mind that you'd be focusing on, correct? Mm-hmm. Give me the decade. What's the decade that this song is from? If you know, just approximately.
The 60s.
The 60s. Okay. Is this a song that people would recognize here, that people would know, maybe if they heard it?
Yes.
Do you have a pad of paper by chance?
Yes.
So take it. Don't let me see the song. Okay. But I want you to write down the name of the song. Okay. Write down the name of the song. And now I can see just a tiny bit of the pen moving. So I'm going to look away just so people don't think I'm like reading the pen. Okay, and tell me when you've written that down.
Yes.
This doesn't have anything to do with the number 5, does it by any chance? No, okay, I was getting crosswired. I was thinking about something else. Let me give this a shot. Is this a song that you can hear in your mind? You can hear it playing in your head? Okay, can you all hear the guitar okay? Is that coming through? Okay. Yes. Think about the song. I'm going to do what I can. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have every song in the world memorized. I'm going to try and just get as close of an approximation to this as I can. All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I was thinking about California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas. Can you turn around your notepad and show us all what you wrote? Hold that up really. Oh, the green screen's cutting out. Can you tell us what it is? I see California Dreamin'. That's the song you were thinking about? Jeez. Awesome. Give her a huge round of applause. You rocked it. Wow. So look, I'm running out of time. I've got time, I think. Do I have time to do one last thing here, or we good? A little tiny bit of time. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do this next thing. You'll have to hire me for an event to see it. But the way that I'm going to close this, I wanted to do something. I was so bummed. Eileen had a song that she had thought about, and that to me, I mean, it was kind of the lackluster part of the show. I mean, I got this weird drawing out of it, but that's okay because, like, kind of shameless self-promotion. This is my Instagram handle @theKevinViner. And if any of you want to go to my Instagram, I had an idea before the show for a brand new song that had never been written before. I put the video here, but you can go see that this was actually posted before I even came on here But here it is for everybody. And Eileen, the name of your song, I think you said "Get Off Your Pedestal." Was that correct, Eileen? We'll unmute you real quick.
Yes,
Yes, it was "Get Off Your Pedestal," correct?
it was.
Okay, so let's check this out. This is a prediction for MPI today. Get off your pedestal. Get off your pedestal, please. We'll see if I get it. So that was my own song I made called "Get Off Your Pedestal." You can go find that on my Instagram. My name's Kevin Viner. Thank you all so much for sharing a little bit of your crazy quarantine time with me. And we're going to get Peggy up here now because I think she had a few questions for me.
You're awesome.
Did.
Sorry, my mind's
So,
blown.
Kevin, you and I have known each other for a long time. In full disclosure, I met Kevin when he was 17 years old. He called me. He did amazing sleight of hand. He was phenomenally professional way back then. Well, not that long, but the master that you've become has been delightful. I know when I book you for clients, I never have to worry, not figure translate their amazing talent in the virtual world, and you have done that brilliantly. So thank you, and I think you've showed us a sample of that. But live, Kevin is a master mentalist. He is a master magician, and he is a master illusionist. And I know that one of your talents is to customize for corporate predominantly. But
Yep.
Can you tell us just a little bit, when we go back to our live world, some of the creative ways that you've customized to maybe bring a VIP on stage or a CEO?
Yeah, I mean, I've done, the sky's kind of the limit with that. And I think maybe like an easy way to segue into it. So I've done a couple events with Google. And so like I made these, print out little pieces of cardstock, for their logo. And like the ESP card thing I did where people shuffle them around, I'm able to do it with the Google logo. I did a routine recently for a fitness company, and they had some, celebrity trainers. And so I made cards up with their celebrity trainers for, any kind of like technology companies. I like to find out a lot of the information about the company beforehand, what kind of, lexicon they use when they're speaking to each other, how I can incorporate any of that into the show. So like earlier today, I had a virtual thing where they created, Piecewise, a name for a brand new product that they didn't have yet. And, that wound up being predicted in an envelope. And then also because the live stuff, that's on a per event basis. It depends. I've had companies that have needed me to make a car appear before, figured out ways to do that. I bill myself primarily as a mentalist now, but I'm still, if there's a need for it, I will go and do that. I also, in the studio, I have a full green screen also. So I've had some people who don't want the more rustic live look. They want something that's, really like new kind of modern looking. And so I'm able to, superimpose a green screen, key it out really nicely, and do a show over that too. So those are a few of the ways I've been customizing things lately.
Great. Well, we could talk all afternoon. You know that I just think that you are yummy. I love that you are in my life. It makes what I do for a living such a joy. One last plug. You have a show coming up, a virtual public show over the Halloween weekend, right? And I think there's still a few tickets available.
Yeah, I do. So I'm going to, after I'm done here, I'm going to type in a URL to everybody here on the chat, but I'll show you this little, here's the little thing that I made for it. Give me 1 second. Promise I will be fast with this. Yeah, so this is the show. It's called Haunted Thoughts. It's going to be a family-friendly mind reading show. I'm doing over Zoom. It's about an hour long, and the first night was kind of a friends family preview type thing, so I don't have tickets for that anymore. But on Halloween itself, I have a 4 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show. So it'll be stuff that's kind of like in this vein, where it's clean, it's family-friendly, fun for all ages. And so if any of you are looking for something fun to do when we can't be trick-or-treating, it'll be kind of a fun show. So I'll post a link to my tour dates page on the website, and there's ticket information and all that stuff there.
Well, thank you again, Kevin. Thanks for sharing your talent with us. And, if you loved what you saw today, Kevin is a master now at the virtual world. And when we go back live, he will knock the socks off people and your guests. So thank you again, Kevin. I'm going to turn it over to Jordan.